Today, comedian Kim Whitley recycled her ex, and
they got back together. She threatened Kathy.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, me and her together.
Now, the do's and don'ts to recycling your ex.
Make sure he's good in bed. He got all his teeth.
Then,
this guy was like a Morris chestnut, sexy chocolate. He didn't have a job. He was wanted by the feds.
I've never had a guest that I've enjoyed listening to more.
It's time for Steve to raise her standards.
I'm here to help.
We can do it together. We can do it together.
Ever since I launched this show, I've met countless women whose standards for men were off the charts. I mean, completely off the charts. We've had demands for everything, for height, weight, age, income, where they live, what team they root for. I've had some women, I've even some who wanted to make sure that the guy would walk their dog and meet their mom on the first date. First date, you gotta walk my dog, meet my mom. But this woman named Kat from Texas was definitely off the charts. Kat wanted a man who was at least 6'2", 55 or older, brings home at least $500,000 to $1 million a year, a John Wayne type with lots of energy, spiritual but not religious, globally and socially conscious, have no psycho ex-wives, be successful, intelligent, manly, and strong, but not fat. And on top of all that, he must own a ranch. J.R. Ewing was on TV. Now, she said that she didn't know if there was a guy out there big enough, energetically, to be her man. Now, I believe all women should have requirements. I wrote a book about it, but I've got a woman here who says that her only expectation, her only one expectation is that a man doesn't cheat. Now, ladies, all of you deserve more than that, because there's more to it than not cheating. And I'm going to help this woman build a set of standards and realize how valuable she is, okay? We'll try. She'll be out here. But first, let's go to audience. It's time for Ask Steve. Let's go. Where's Mary?
Hi, Steve.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good. Okay. I know you have some dogs, and
Yeah.
I do as well. And I've been with my boyfriend for a while now, and I hope you don't have the same problem that we have. Anytime we go to cuddle intimately, my dog jumps off the bed and hides. And when we're finished cuddling, we find that my dog has intentionally not approved and left us a reminder of that with a number 2. So do you have any recommendations on how to maybe fix it?
See, we have dogs, but we don't have this problem. Because none of our dogs live in our bedroom. None of our dogs can get up on the bed. Why don't you put your damn dog out? I just can't. Now, let me help you understand something about dogs. Dogs are really smart animals.
All right.
You're not just cuddling. Let's just be real.
It's daytime TV.
Let's say time. Well, y'all in there, let's quit calling it cuddling. My sons use this term. I just learned. Y'all in there smashing. Now, the dog ain't stupid. And the dog is not participating in this. So the dog is going, now look here, I'll be damned if everybody in here having fun but me. So since we all having fun, I'm gonna leave a snack under the bed. And that's what your dog is doing. And the only cure for that is you gotta put your dog out. Put him out.
We tried that.
What, he unlocked the door?
He won't shut up. He'll keep barking.
Oh, he keeps yapping.
Yeah. He's a Fokker. That's his name.
He's a what?
Fokker.
He's a what?
Fokker.
No,
Like
no,
Meet the Parrot.
no, y'all is Fokkers. Fokkers. I didn't hear what you said at first. I had to get over there and went, hey, what did she say? Fokkers, like Meet the Fokkers.
Yeah, that's his nickname because of, hence, what I described.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
I know that didn't help you. Colleen has a question.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Hi, I'm a computer science minor, and a lot of people like to ask me if I can hack into computer systems, electronic devices. Well, I cannot.
Can you?
No,
Oh,
cannot. Which is really important because my girlfriend continues to ask me to hack into one of her classes so that she can get an A. In fact, she's even offered me money to do it. But the thing is, she's gonna be really disappointed when she finds out that she's still gonna fail the class because I cannot change her grade for her.
did you take the money?
You bet your sweet toot, and I did.
You took the money
Yeah!
and you can't really hack in there?
No, but I like to call it shush money.
But you took the money.
Yeah.
Well, you got the money now. And just when if she get a D or something, just say, hey, you was gonna get an F.
Thank you! Thank you!
She just asked for a better grade, but she was so far deep into F-ism that the computer wouldn't allow you to lift her up no more grades. You tried to hack, and then hell, she fought.
Thank you!
Shut up. We'll be right back, folks.
Coming up, Kim Whitley returns with an update on the Recycle Your Ex game plan.
I think Stacy is still in love with George. But George went out with Kathy 3 times. But I think she threatened Kathy. This all after your show. So Kathy got scared, and Kathy went away. So he's gone, and she's gone. I guess she gone too, damn.
She's back with an update. Please welcome my friend from Cleveland, Ohio, Kim Whitley. Well, last time she was here, she came up with this idea called a Recycle My Ex party. And what it was she got all of her current girlfriends and had them bring their exes with them who were good guys, but they weren't gonna be good guys for them. And so she had them all come to her house for a party and bring their ex, and then they all traded. Remind everybody about the party that you had.
Okay, the reason why I had this party is what I realized is that I have a lot of men laying around. And I had a lot of girlfriends who are lonely and had no one. And I was like, you know, we recycle things, and one woman's trash is another woman's treasure. So I figured, go green. So I had a party and had all the women bring an ex that was a good ex. And we kind of swapped and talked and made it more comfortable. It's just because everyone kind of knew each other. We weren't strangers.
So Kim wants to show us some of the connections made at her Recycle Your Ex party. But first, here's a reminder of what happened.
Let's have a toast to a fun and sexy evening. Yeah, yeah. It's a great group of people, some good friends, so we are having fun. Got a little connection here. Okay, 2 women trying to get him. So now everybody's after him.
He is funny, he's smart, he's fine.
I was gonna talk to him. People are really hooking up. This is out of control. He wants to know when you have a baby.
What?
Did Mickey just kiss him? I feel a little jealous. What's up with your boy? He is talking to every woman in the party.
That's why he's here.
Ooh, I'm gonna get that one.
If you come to our way, he said he's
Wedding. You guys are moving a little too fast.
She didn't think that I would meet anybody.
Well, we'll drink to that when we get
Cheers.
Some people that may have found love, and some people might have found a new friend. Ain't he cute?
So, Kim, sort of take us through what's going on now.
Okay, this is my ex, Keith. Look at do. Okay, but this is about, so what happened was Nika kind of liked him, and so I moved out the way, and then Stacy tried to talk to Keith. But this is the problem. I was not really finished with Keith. I wasn't, I know, I didn't realize it until the party. I still had like a connection with him, so I put them on the no-fly list. I was like, you can't talk to them. And so that's what happened to Keith. Keith stopped talking to me. So he has not called me since the show.
Let me go down here, because I know good and hell well you can't get this.
I could have gotten this.
Not with that damn dress on. You could have got it, but we need you to get back up.
Just stay right there, stay right there. Be my spotter. Oh. Thank you. All right, so that's what happened there. So Keith kind of stopped talking. He hasn't talked to me since the show, so we're gonna leave that alone right there. What I really think is Stacy has been sneaking around talking to Keith. Let's just tell the truth. You know your friends. I think she's like a closeted player, manslayer. That's what I think she is. So she has been sneaking, kind of seeing him. Let's put that right there. I was talking to this little cutie patootie right here. This is David. Me and David hooked up. Bam, look, oh. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why we couldn't hook up, because I'm too old for him and I'm confused.
You like a bad car loan. You upside down in it.
Right. So that's what happened here. Now, this is what happened on the way home from your show. They rode on the airplane together. So they got back together. So Nika called me and told me you can't see them anymore because we are dating again, but they're celibate. So let's move them like that, yeah. They're together, but not together.
But they celibate.
Yeah, they not, you know. So they got back together, so they're seeing each other. Now I'm right here. Now this one right here, George and Stacy. I think Stacy is still in love with George, but George went out with Kathy 3 times. But I think she threatened Kathy. This all after your show. She threatened Kathy, so Kathy got scared, you know, and Kathy went away. Now, these two are still friends, but this is, so he's gone and she's gone. I guess she gone too, damn. I was like, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
So you set it all up. You didn't come out with nothing?
So let me just explain. So what happened was, they're still friends, but then she did a jealous move. This is what she did. She invited him and me to one of her plays and invited some guy to get George jealous. So therefore, George was confused and angry, so she by herself. Matter of fact, me and her together. Boom. There it is right there.
Well, ain't this America? So that's the update. So she needs somebody.
Right, she needs somebody. They're together. She's seeing everybody, and
boy,
she reading the Bible.
Oh, you reading the Bible
now?
now?
Gotta read that Bible. I see what's happening.
And look at them women over there.
I know I can do 175 Ephesians. Is there 175? What is it? Give me one. Just give me one.
175. That's I-75. That's an interstate.
It just made me feel myself. I swear.
You could take that from Detroit all the way down to Florida.
Give me watch the brother. Boom. Psalms 23.
That lady, this lady, is not feeling this at all.
Which one? Which one? Which
There
one?
she is, right there with the purple on. She threw with all this. You said 175 Ephesians. She said,
Look, she did. And when I tell you the judgment, look.
Yeah, you try. You trying to get a turtleneck.
I know. She was looking at me. I was like, what? Okay, that's cool. I don't know why he brings her on here.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know why he brings her on here. I don't like that blonde hair, no way. Okay.
All right, now, this is what we got, folks. We got a couple of girlfriends here that's interested in throwing a Recycle Your Ex party. And so when we come back, Kim is going to be advising them on how to do it. So they laughed. You just over here totally confused. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Coming up next, a group of single ladies who want to host their own Recycle Your Ex party.
I saw the segment that Kim did with her girlfriends, and I was like, I think we should do this because we also have a lot of exes that we can bring into the mix.
Get some practical advice from Kim.
When you bring a guy, make sure that his credit score is up to par. Make sure he's good in bed. And make sure he didn't just get out of jail. I mean, like a couple years, maybe.
A couple of years out of jail.
I would take it.
I'm back with my girl, Kim Whitley, who's sharing her expertise with a group of young women getting ready to host their own Recycle Your Ex party. Please welcome Shanice, Monica, Iris, Devinda, and Crystal. Crystal, so why do you want to do this?
Well, I saw the segment that Kim did with her girlfriends, and I was like, well, I have a lot of beautiful girlfriends, so I was like, I think we should do this because we also have a lot of exes that we can bring into the mix. And my ex, personally, Chris, he played football in the NFL for the New York Giants, and I think he'd be a perfect mix for Shanice, unless, you know, Kim over here pulls him away.
I'm just here to help.
But here's a twist. His teammate, Travis Beckham, he dated my friend, Devinda. So she's bringing him along. So Kim has a little bit of options there.
Devinda, are you comfortable with a friend of yours dating an ex?
I am. Travis was a good guy. I just, at the time, he wasn't right for me. We were both really busy. But I think for another one of the ladies, he would be good for, because, I mean, that's what every woman wants.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
You're going to this party just to make sure it go right.
Who you telling?
Now, Kim is here to walk you through planning this party, ladies. So, Kim, what's the first thing they should know?
Well,
and I have some questions.
You have some questions, too? Well, I want to make sure that you are emotionally detached from these guys, that you are willing to say, you know what, it's a good guy, and I can share him with the other ladies. That's the first thing. And make sure he has like 3 or 5 good qualities, not just physical qualities, not because a little football player was tall, he had a good bank account, he was cute. I'm just saying, you got to make sure there's not just a physical attraction. It's a good, they can't show that picture no more. And then make sure you didn't meet him the night before you bring him to the party. So that's I guess, the first thing. And then you have the don'ts. Well, go ahead. You want to?
Well, let me ask you a question. You really okay with your ex dating any one of these girls?
Let me tell you something. This day of age, they might have been all together at one time. I'm not. I just took it somewhere else.
She is still over here. Listen at her. That lady over here, man. She don't know what this show is. I wanted to go down to see Steve, and then he had that heaving on the show.
I apologize. Ma'am, these young ladies, these days, trust me, they doing things that I don't want to say to you. But you know,
why they laughing? What the hell going on?
See? It's different. But I think they're okay.
Okay. What are the don'ts?
When you bring a guy, make sure that his credit score is up to par. I mean, You know, we don't want him. Make sure he's good in bed. Don't nobody want that. Why would you bring a guy that wasn't good in bed? Ma'am, not saying that they slept together, but if they did, why I got to deal with all this pressure from this side? You know, make sure he got all his teeth. I mean, dentures are fine. But at their age, they don't want to do with no teeth. And make sure he didn't just get out of jail. I mean, like a couple years, maybe. Not just fresh out of...
A couple of years out of jail.
I would take him. My standards are lower than theirs. I'm older.
Iris, why do you like this idea?
I feel like my ex was too bad of a guy. I feel like he's a guy that somebody else might really want. It's just, it didn't work out for me. So I feel like I should and could recycle him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, see? No crazy baby mamas.
No.
Anybody got crazy baby mamas? Nobody? Okay, don't bring a guy.
Monica, why is this a good idea for you?
I'm not too sure that I want to recycle Louis yet, but if you bring John from the back, then maybe I'll consider recycling.
Oh, the dude that works here?
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be out of control.
We're going to hook this up right here. He got a girlfriend? Does he have a girlfriend? Well, she ain't here.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
She works here?
Oh, she here. Hey, girl.
The hatred that she has for me right now.
And me.
Okay, Kim, how should they prepare for the party?
The main thing is to make sure they bring the right ex. And the most important thing is have some grown women questions. You know, don't meet these guys and like, oh, do you like Instagram or Twitter better? That's not gonna get you anything. That's what you...
Yeah, right, I agree.
You understand? You agree. Oh, you finally agreed.
Yeah.
We getting there.
She agreed too. Look, she clapping.
You like that?
Let me ask one question.
Okay, go ahead.
Shanice, why are you okay with this?
Because I feel like most of our exes we met when we were younger, like 21, 22, and nobody really was ready to settle down at that time. So, you know, they're still good people. We just weren't ready, so.
Yeah, how old are you now?
26.
28.
You trying to sit up like them?
That's that young sit up.
Yeah. They ain't got a stomach. That girl in the green ain't never had a stomach.
She ain't what I tell you, I got stomach. That's when your and your stomach come together. I don't know why I said that. Alex, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. It's me and Steve. I'm She said, the lady did this.
The lady said, I got you. I got the same thing, Kim.
That's why we can't do that together. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Kim is going to be hosting these. Oh, you're going to be there?
I'm going to give them a gift. I need to go watch them. I'm going to be the host. I'm going to help them.
Kim is going to be hosting these ladies in their first Recycle Your Ex party. And then we're going to have everybody back to see how it went. So good luck, have fun, everybody. Also, you can catch Kim's new show, Young and Hungry, Wednesday nights on Freeform at 8, 7 Central. We'll be right back, folks.
Coming up next, a female groundbreaker teaches Steve a little bit about bourbon.
So you take a very small sip and let it coat your palate, roll around your tongue to differentiate the flavors.
Folks, when you think bourbon, you may picture men kicking back, smoking cigars, and savoring different notes. My next guest is changing all that. She recently became the first woman master distiller in Kentucky since Prohibition. Wow. Please welcome today's female groundbreaker, Mary Ann Barnes. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Tell everybody, what exactly is a master distiller?
Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's responsible for the quality of what goes into the bottle. So I get the final say on it's good or it's bad. So a master distiller really has to train their palate. They have to have good sensory skills. I can identify over 200 flavors in a glass of bourbon. So when I'm looking at a glass, I'm trying to pick out different notes. So there are sweet notes, spicy notes, wood notes, you know, different fruit notes, but I can also pick out the bad stuff too. So the off notes that aren't supposed to be there.
Really? How did you get into this male-dominated field?
It was actually just kind of a lucky circumstance. So I grew up in a dry county. My parents didn't drink around the house. I didn't drink bourbon growing up. When I went to school for chemical engineering, I thought I might be doing renewable energy, biodiesel, you know, something more engineering. And then I found an internship at Brown-Forman. They make Woodford Reserve and Jack Daniels. And
Woodford Reserve?
That's right, that's right. So I said yes to that internship because I was 21 and I was like, heck yeah, I want to go make booze. so I kept on that path and just kept refining my palate, went to be their master taster, and eventually was working side by side with the master distiller. And a year ago, I became the master distiller of a new distillery that will be opening this late this summer. It's Castle and Key.
Now, bourbon isn't just for old men.
Yeah, that's right. You know, there's a misconception that it is a harsh old man's drink, but it's just not the case. It's really complex. You can mix it in cocktails, you can cook with it, and I think the appreciation of bourbon and finding a flavor that suits your palate is all about education.
Now, you bought some bourbons for me to try. What's first?
Absolutely. The first sample we've got 3 samples. The first one is a wheated bourbon. So it's the light wheated.
Okay.
So it's made with wheat instead of rye, which is a more spicy grain.
Mm-hmm.
So the wheated bourbon is the lightest bodied bourbon. It's sweeter, it's got a soft light finish on it, and it kind of stays to the front of your palate. So all of the sweet receptors on your tongue are toward the front of your palate. So you drink bourbon a lot like we drink wine.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are bourbons like single malt scotch in that the longer their age, the more complex or better?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And since you mentioned age, the first thing you do when you're tasting a bourbon is look at the color, because you can't add any coloring to it. You just add water after it comes out of the barrel. So when you're looking at the color, it tells you the age of it. So the darker it is, the longer it's been in the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is light. So this
It's
is
pretty
mid.
light. Right. Exactly. Very good, Steve. Yeah. So it's probably around the 4-year mark. So when you nose this, what are you smelling?
I smell honey.
Honey's great. So you're getting those sweeter notes because it's that sweeter bourbon. So the honey, maybe a little bit of caramel. Then when you taste the bourbon, you want to do it a little bit differently than you do wine. So you take a very small sip and let it coat your palate, roll around your tongue, and then you'll start being able to differentiate the flavors. Getting a little bit of that sweetness.
Mm. I see what's happening. Yeah, I like that.
Well, good.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad.
All right, let's try something else.
So this, the next one we've got for you is a traditional recipe. So it's not made with wheat, it's made with rye, but it's not a very high percentage of rye. So this one we do the very same way. It's got sweetness and spiciness. It's like a medium body.
That's different.
Yeah. And you'll notice the color on this one's a little bit darker. So it's probably a bit older.
Yeah, this gonna burn when it goes down. Yeah, this finna heat your chest up right here. I'll tell you, because you know when you smell something and your nose get irritated, yeah.
What are you smelling, Steve?
I smell like spice.
Oh, that's perfect.
But I don't know what, I'm not good at like what. I just know it smell like that, like you done open up my pantry. See, I need them. Go on, get this,
Yeah, that'll cool it down.
Cool it down,
Smooth it out, open it up.
Open it up a little bit.
So another thing, I'm glad you brought that up. Another thing you can do to open it up is actually add a little bit of room temperature water. It's counterintuitive because you think that you're diluting it, but it actually, I'm gonna get a little nerdy, creates an exothermic reaction. So it creates heat.
I like that.
Yeah. Exothermic, yeah.
Yeah, see, like when you said that while I had this drink in my hand, it sounded like you said something else. See, let me tell you something. Say what it does. What again? Say the name.
It creates heat.
No, but say
The exothermic reaction.
See, exothermic. Now, you put a drink in your hand and say, it's exothermic. And see if when you looking at her, it don't mean something to you. This right here, hey, lay in the red. Yeah, this exothermic.
That's perfect.
Hold on, last one. Show me this last
All right,
one.
so you thought that one was a little harsh. This one is a high rye recipe. So
High rye.
High rye. So this one is gonna be.
Then we got that uncle over the house, and he get a lot. This high rye. High rye, high rye, high rye. This is smooth, though.
Yeah. It's all about how you make it.
It's either smoother or I'm drunk. Because I don't know how the hell it done got smoother. Because this smell like fire.
It does, yeah. So
what are you smelling? Fire.
Fire.
Then had too much of this. Hey, I want to say thank you to Mary Ann and congrats on your newfound success. Very good. Thank you very much. We'll be right back, everybody.
Coming up next, a dating disaster turns to Steve.
It was his mugshot. He was wanted by the feds for smuggling drugs.
For helping upping her standards.
I want you to put a new standard in place.
Okay.
And it is to require respect from him and of yourself. A man can only treat you the way you let him. Okay, my next guest has had more than her fair share of bad relationships, and it's time to help her turn things around. Please welcome Latrika. So, Latrika, tell us what's going on.
Well, Steve, I just turned 40, and I've been single now about almost 3 years. And you know, I'm just at a point in my life now, I'm not getting any younger, and I want to find somebody that I can share the rest of my life with. You know, I see people coupled up at the movies and just having that companionship, someone you can share your lows, your highs, laugh with. You know, I just long for that right now. And I've actually read your book, you know, and I've tried so many different things, but for some reason, I keep meeting the wrong men. I don't know why. I think I'm a good girl. I'm from Texas. I'm a country girl. But, you know, I have a good heart. I have a good soul, and I just cannot, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I need help.
Have you ever had a successful relationship?
No, not really. Not really. I had a guy, Steve, that I love. We dated over 10 years. But he was my first love and just, I don't know. He was a ladies' man. You know, he was attracted. I mean, he was an attractive guy, but he just, I don't know. He just didn't want to settle down. And eventually, okay, he ended up having a baby with our neighbor. And I had to find out by the neighbor. He didn't even tell me, Steve. And my grandmother was like, you know what, come here, baby. She said, let me talk to you. She said, you know what, you can do better than that. She said, you throw that fish on back in the sea where it came from, because he's not the one. And I just, you know, and I loved him, Steve. I have a heart. I love for real. But, you know, that was just so disrespectful. I couldn't, you know, my girl was like, I raised you better than that. And I just had to let him go.
What have your other relationships been like?
I met another guy, and this guy was like a Morris chestnut, sexy chocolate, you know, just he had it going on, Steve. He really did. He had it going on. But I noticed at one point, and he didn't have a job. You know. But, you know, sometimes people lose their job, things happen. You know, you know, sometimes you might be in between jobs, so. And I know he was trying, because I had helped him with his resume, and he was going on interviews, and he was trying, so I gave him a benefit of a doubt because he was trying. But the only thing about that is, I noticed I had lost contact with him, and we normally went out places and did a lot of things together, you know, hung out. But I hadn't heard from him in a while. I'm like, what, this is not like him, not to call, but anyway, one day I was at home, you know, in the evening, getting ready for bed, just cut on the TV, watching the news, getting ready to lay back, and I all of a sudden seen a mugshot. It was his mugshot. He was wanted by the feds for smuggling drugs. Yeah, it just broke my spirits. I just, I'm like, man, what is the deal? I couldn't believe it. But, he gone to prison, and
He just gone to prison?
He was smuggling drugs, so yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what happened.
Yeah.
He just gone to prison. Ain't like he just went off to church.
I know, Steve. And I met another guy, Steve. I got one more to tell you. I met another guy. Steve, this guy here, okay, we was in a relationship, and I know people have problems, and, some days you just want to be by yourself. You don't want to be bothered. I get that. Some days you just need time to yourself. But he would be like, I need you to leave. Like, get out the house. And
you mean like pack up and leave?
Yeah, pack up and leave. And I remember one time, I never will forget, I had some clothes in a washing machine, and they were wet. And he went and got them and bagged them up and said, I need you to go. And every time he done it, he always would tell me to come back.
Wait. What do you mean every time he done it? This happened more than once?
It did, Steve. It happened. It did. It happened like 5 or 6 times.
What's wrong with you, though?
I don't know.
I know. I already know. I'm going to tell you in a minute, but let's just find out.
Okay.
What qualities would you like to find in a man?
Well, beggars can't be choosy. They just...
You are not going to develop what you need with the statement, beggars can't be choosy. Kill that. You're not a beggar. Why would you be begging?
Right.
Men should beg to have you. Listen to me.
Okay.
I'm going to help you.
Oh, wow.
This is what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Coming up next, I'm going to teach Latrika and anybody out there that's having this problem how to build the relationship standards that you deserve and how to make them stick.
Wow.
Now stay with us. We'll be right back.
Okay, Steve.
I'm back with Latrika, who's been through the ringer when it comes to men because she's always been willing to settle for less. I think it's finally time for her to up her standards. Let's look at some issues that you put up with. First, you stayed with an ex after he got one of your neighbors pregnant. Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to put a new standard in place.
Okay.
And it is to require respect from him and of yourself.
Okay.
A man can only treat you the way you let him. See, I tell women this all the time. You can train a man.
You're right, I believe that.
Okay, next. Then you dated a man who repeatedly kicked you out the house. Okay, so here's your new standard. Before you give yourself to anybody, before you move in with anybody, you must require commitment. Commitment.
Okay.
You can get that from a man if it's a requirement of yours.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, now, then you dated a man who didn't have a job, and you found out that he was lying to you, and his job was dealing drugs. Your new standard is to require honesty.
Honesty. And I don't want any more cheating men. I don't want that. I don't want no more cheating men.
See, it's called honesty.
Yeah,
See,
honesty.
Listen to me. When I wrote the book for a woman to put a man on a probation period of 90 days, that was serious business.
Yeah, it's good.
That was serious business.
Yeah.
You ain't done none of that. Because, see, in 90 days, you can find out if you're a drug dealer. Require respect, require commitment, require honesty. Now, how you feel about owning these right here?
I can do that.
But you really got to do it because let me
No, I
tell you
can't,
something.
Steve.
You are really a good catch. You just got to start acting like
I know. I was too low. I was down there.
All right. Now that you've got a handle on setting some solid standards, I got something else I want to try.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what it is when we come back. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Coming up next, Steve has a big surprise for Latrika.
I found a quality man who meets your new standards. Really? Really. Well, you won't believe it, folks. I'm back with Latrika. And guess what? We got time for just one more thing. Now, I've heard of what you're looking for. I found a quality man who meets your new standards.
Okay.
He would love to take you out.
Wow, Steve.
And he's here today.
Really?
Really. Aaron, come on out.
Oh, my God.
What's up, man? Hey, how you doing, brother? All right. How you doing? Good to meet you. Aaron, tell Latrika a little bit about yourself.
Well, Latrika, I'm actually from Dallas, Texas. Really? Yeah, I'm a sales consultant for an IT company. Okay. I have triplet sisters and an older sister, so I learned a lot about respecting women. In addition to that, I love to travel.
Okay, so
I'm an expert two-stepper, country boy.
My man.
Okay. You know, and I'd love to take you on a date.
I'd love to go.
So I want to say thank you. Good luck to both of you. We'll keep up with you.
Okay, Steve.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Hey, that's it for today, everybody. Remember, catch me on Instagram at I am Steve Harvey TV. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.